Good girl, Daisy. Hey, Michael, how are you? How's it going? Hey, Patricia. Hey, Fidel, how you doing? There's Daisy right there. She's a good girl. She's a road warrior. Hey, Mary. Hey, Lynn. How you doing? Hey, Elaine. Sorry I had this buffering earlier on, but that's the way it goes. Hey, beautiful flowers. How you doing? Just went out and had a nice dinner with some friends. Really excellent food. Hey, Lisa. How you doing? On my way home now, about 90 minutes. Yeah, I had an excellent dinner at this place. It was expensive, but it was worth it. Rhode Island, all right. It's a good state. Went out there and watched whale watching one time. Watched the whales swim around. Hey, Miss Brooke, how you doing? Oh, okay, good for you. Hey, Pam, how you doing? How's it going? Hey, Jack Ayla, how you doing? No, I don't get out to Grand Rapids very often. Actually, Mary, the lady I just dropped off, she grew up there, and I have friends that live in Rockford, but I don't get out there very often. I'll tell you a funny thing about Grand Rapids, which is kind of strange. It's funny you should bring that up, and it's even more funny that I would remember this, but I can remember back around 1986, 87, that my wife and I went with another couple out to Las Vegas. And we were drinking and going in between casinos and, watching the house bands. And she got tanked, and somehow fantasies came up. And this was a straight couple. They were kind of semi-religious, going to every church function imaginable. And she ended up saying through dinner that she used to have this fantasy about being a prostitute, and she'd go down on 28th Street, I think she said, and she'd get all turned on watching these prostitutes work their area, which was just kind of weird. I'd never read anything like that, and you'd have had to meet her to appreciate it. But that's about as good as a story as I can come up with Grand Rapids. She was such a goody two-shoes. Hey, Mark, how you feeling? Yeah, all my lights are on all the time. They've been on for 200,000 miles. And I just got done taking a 4,300 mile trip. They're on all the time. Hey, Michael, how you doing? It keeps me from turning on a dome light because it's always illuminated around my lap. And it relieves me the anxiety of a check engine light because it's always on. I'm more concerned when it goes off. Hey, LA, how you doing? I got your refrigerator magnet. Right here, as a matter of fact. Right here. Good, JD. How you doing? Mary and I just went out with a couple I'm friends with to dinner. That's all right. I'm gonna get. Did you send your address? Nobody wants to hear somebody bitch about all the stuff they got to do, but that's why I haven't looked at them. I just haven't tackled that part yet. You're an old timer now, LA. No, it should have some duct tape though. If you look at my one turn signal, I've used sheet metal screws to screw that lighting assembly in. And in Billings, Montana, it vibrated out again, and I got to screw it back in again. I just haven't got around to doing it. You can still see the blinker, but it's at about a 45-degree angle. Now I'm just a little shy of 386,000. Why are all these cars up here? This is Traverse City, Michigan, by the way. Nice place, too crowded for me. No, I got another van, actually. I can afford another van, believe it or not. I do have another one. I have a Toyota in Georgia, and I think I'm going to be getting it next week or the week after. I don't really even want it to tell you the truth. But I know this isn't going to go forever. I'm just going to put it in my garage. I love this Astro van. Yeah, I like not. I do maintain this, which is why I've got the miles I have on it. But it's really kind of fun to just drive a vehicle this long when it only cost me 15 grand brand new. I mean, I don't even like any of the new cars anymore. None of the vans have any room in them. No, I really like. I'm not into clothes. I'm not into vans. I'm not into expensive houses. I am into expensive cameras, not video cameras, still cameras. And I've got some decent computers, but that's it. And the reason that I don't mind coughing up the money for those is because of their performance. It's not because of the way they look. There's no way around getting a good camera. Yeah, I swear to God, I'd live in a damn hotel room size place. Be fine with me. I've got a 2,600 square foot condo, and I use about 500 square feet of it. And I sold an entire antique collection to a guy. He's coming to get it in a couple weeks, and I'm just going to put some weightlifting equipment down there probably. And I don't even have a kitchen table because I never eat at home, and if I do, I'm standing up. I had some French Rococo hand-carved walnut set that I sold about 2 years ago because I'm always thinking, hey, get out of here. And in an area like I live, if you go to sell like decent antiques, it takes you forever. I just don't have the market within driving distance, so I've gotten rid of it slowly over the years. And now that I've sold this big photography collection, I'm home free. I got a few stragglers, but most of it's been sold. You know, I think collecting things was great during my 30s, 40s, and 50s. But now that I'm 60s, you know, it's not like I'm going to live forever. It starts to, at least with me, on the back of my mind about having all this shit. And if I died, you know, it going to sale in a yard sale, I thought I might as well sell it now and save whoever's going to handle my estate. And if I met a couple twin playmates of the month that wanted me to move in with them, I could be there in a week. So I've got the option of being mobile. Hey Patricia, how you doing? Hey Cruz, how you doing? What I was thinking of doing today is I got a lot of stuff to hand out in Detroit, which I'll do either this during the week or definitely next weekend. I gotta go through that super chat bullshit. I'm gonna turn that thing off. That's nothing but trouble. Oh, I'm glad you liked him. Yeah, I'm not a ball buster on the interviews. I like to, just be friendly and see how people are doing and make it a fun experience for them. Wouldn't that be great, Eileen? Yeah, Lisa, I'd be glad to do that. Yeah, sure will do that. Email me your phone number, and I'll email you mine at Tom Reed, REED 1956 at gmail.com. Yeah, that's no problem on that. Yep. Last time I was in Detroit, I spent a month there, and I still didn't hand everything out. Got rid of most of the cash. I think I may have $50 left or something, but the gifts I didn't, and I've got a lot of stuff to hand out. Oh, greatly. Yeah, I love Detroit. I mean, I just took that 4,300-mile trip, which was a good time. I loved it. I'm glad I did it. And but I still like Detroit the best. I don't know, Amber. I mean, I'm sure if something was up, I keep in touch with a lot of people, clerks at party stores, gas station attendants, needle exchange personnel, representatives of a traveling hospital team. So I have a lot of people I keep in contact with, and even though I'm not talking to the girls, I know somebody that knows what's up, and they keep me posted. Sure, Miss Daisy D. You come on up here and visit. I'll take you for a ride in the Astro van. Hey, Shirley. Yeah, you guys should visit Detroit. Anybody wants to come in for a day, I'll take you around with me for a day. Come right in at the airport, pick you up. I go to the airport, as you know, and do videos and photography. Get to check out Detroit. I mean, maybe I'm biased. Well, I probably am biased because I grew up and it's on the news and it's a big deal to go there as a kid. And yeah, I think it's different. I got a connection with Detroit. Yeah, I normally don't do ride-alongs, but I think I'm kind of changing my ways at that, because the more that the channel develops, the more that I've realized that, I mean, it's a no-brainer that without people watching, it wouldn't matter what I did. And people like to be involved. They like the same things I do. And if it would be a good experience for them to ride around and, experience what I do, I'm fine with it. Hey, Sandra. We'll party all night long. Edison, Boston, that was, I mean, there are nice houses there, but I'm not knocking the place. It's interesting. I don't really go for stuff like that. It doesn't really interest me. Those are old homes built in the, 1910, 20, 30, industrial people, kind of the upper class people. And over the years, it's, you got a lot of regular people living there. You can get a house in there all day long for $250,000, $300,000. It's a mansion. It's not like nice areas in Cleveland or LA or New York. I mean, it's cool. It's historical, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's actually, I think, on the low side for a city that size. What's wrong with Amber? She's not feeling too well? Has anybody heard from Kimmy? I talked to her for about an hour. She had been really sick and in the hospital, and then I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks. I just wonder if anybody's keeping track of her on the side, or if she got worse or what. Hey, Frank, we were just talking about you. Mary and I and another couple went out to dinner, and she was talking about you. I probably won't, but I'd like to. Antler was one of those type deals that'll be on my mind probably till the day I die. It was just, I know this sounds cliche, but the notion of getting a bone-in ribeye that good, marinated and seasoned, on a Friday night when I was the only guy there is just mind-blowing to me. Hey, Jelly Bean. Amber, what's wrong? You not feeling good? I can't like keep up with all the, comments when I'm driving too well. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I think it's like people just have a common interest, you know what I mean? If you notice, I never call anybody fans or members or any of that stuff. It's just people like the same thing I do, and just watch. Yeah, Antler was a good time, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Actually, I will tell you this. For, people out there that are considering taking a road trip, you cannot beat Highway 2. That's about my 5th time of taking it. And it's been 20 years since I've taken it. And you start out in Duluth. To tell you the truth, this is a way, if you like that kind of view and you want to experience cool historical towns, fly into Minot, North Dakota, and then go to Kalispell and back. That's the way to do it. When you come down further south like I did, down through South Dakota, and then I made my way back up through Minnesota and Wisconsin, and then took the ferry back, it's not as cool of an experience. There's not as many towns. They're kind of spread out. They don't have a lot of the abandoned buildings and stuff. Hey Jay, how you doing? Now this route right here tomorrow will be busy as hell. This is a popular area in Michigan, Traverse City. No, that's not Davey. Davey's doing another social platform more right now. Amber, you're not feeling too well? Hope you feel better. If it's you. I'm heading back home. Yeah, I got about another 80 miles probably. Got out here at 4 o'clock. I don't know what time it is now. It's got to be around, what, 8 or something? Yeah, I might put a little sticker on it or something. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Amber. Hey, Andy May, how you doing? Hey, Karen, how's it going? Weather's been great. It got down to 30 or 31 last night at my house. Everybody's freaking out about their flowers. I saw a lady coming out of Walmart today with some mums. Now, I don't know too much about them, but it seemed to me like mums can survive a frost. Either that or they're really cheap this time of year. She's doing great. She's always like, one of those positive people. Probably doesn't have any enemies, easy to be around. Hey Terry, how you doing? Smoke out there, didn't you, Frank? When I was heading through North Dakota, there was about 80 miles of smoke. It wasn't bad, but it was about a 25 knot wind from the south, so someplace was burning down there. I'm not sure where, but it was noticeable. Come on, get up there. Come on. Good conversation. Really? Now, why would that destroy your garden? For what reason? Oh, that's cool, Hammerhead. Daisy's a sweet dog. I tried to get her to take a walk with these other people. I pulled a back muscle. I wasn't going to do it. She wouldn't do it. Hey, Dolly. Yeah, I mean, it's not that big a deal, but it is super sore. You ever get like one of the, I haven't had this happen in like, I can't even remember one. You ever get a muscle that's super sore and it's like, it'll just freeze you in a position. That's the kind this is. Oh, really? A hurricane? Yeah, I've been through a few of those. I mean, the hurricanes, my experience living in Florida was they're more of a pain in the ass than anything else. You know, you can't get supplies, gas, rains like hell, nothing to do. It's the tornadoes, the ones that I fear. I've barely missed those about five times in my life. Either I got there early or I left early, one or the other. Yeah, I tried a hot shower, Penetrex. Now you can buy Advil mixed with ibuprofen. I took 3 of those. It is better, but it's super sore. It's only on the left side, you know, like in the very bottom of your spine, like those 2 like dimples. It's the left side. You can feel it. It's like locked up, like really hard spasm muscles. Oh, was he? Yeah. I think what started it is some of those shitty chairs I was sitting in when I was uploading videos on my trip. And then riding, you know, in the van, and then just carrying that luggage up this stairway. No, it's not a kidney stone. It's definitely muscular. It'll be fine. It's just a pain in the butt. Yeah, I wish I had a muscle relaxer. I'd take one. Actually, this other couple we went out to dinner with, he's a DO. This is a big speed trap in this area. Yeah, you know, it's not really a problem. It's just a freak damn, you know, weird, odd-ass muscle. I used to play, I played basketball my whole life, big time, up until I was 50. And I didn't quit because I couldn't do it. I just thought, you know, I better quit doing this before I tear an ACL or have my last quit playing. And I had that happen a couple times playing basketball. I used to know the name of the muscle, but I forgot. It's the muscle where you'll really notice it is like, let's say you squat down on your knees, like you were going to squat down all the way and tie your shoes. It's the muscle that will just freeze you in your tracks halfway up. It was like you don't want to move a little bit either way. It's that muscle, and it's only on one side. But it's sore in a bitch. Now, I wouldn't call it painful, but like, you know, when that thing spasms, you're going to quit doing whatever the hell it was you were doing. I had a little bit of sciatica, a little bit. I could feel like barely around my calf and through my thigh a little bit, just a barely little bit, and I don't have that now. It's not a disc or some big serious injury or anything like that. It's it's definitely muscular. But you know, I just carrying that luggage. I'm famous for that. My dad used to chew my ass for that as a kid, trying to take too much garbage at once, too lazy to make 5 trips. Yeah, lower back, left side, yep. Right at that like dimple. You know, at the very base of your spine, you got like those 2 little like indentations. It's the left side. Yeah, I mean, I did the penetrate, took a hot shower, took 3 of those pills, drank a couple glasses of wine. I mean, it's not, it only, believe it or not, it only bothers me when I'm walking. Although it did wake me up last night, sleeping. Yeah, lazy dad's low, that's no shit. Yeah, that's me. You got that right. You know, I ended up parking in one of these damn microtels. Those microtels are nice, by the way, and they have a super internet speed. The only place I found like that. But one thing you want to know if you stay in one of those, don't get the single queen, because that doesn't have a refrigerator or microwave, which normally isn't a big deal. But, you know, they sell these as like a temporary place to stay rather than a hotel room. Gotta tell you that when you make the reservation. And I had to park kind of like a ways away from the door. So it was like climbing up these 2 stairs with this luggage and these camera bags. That's how I did it. But I was set up for it by these cheap, uncomfortable chairs I sat in as I uploaded videos throughout the trip. Yeah, it gets dark quick now. I like it though, to tell you the truth. I don't like it being daylight at 10:30 at night. I'm really looking forward to this winter. This is a town called Kalkaska. No, I don't think it is. I think it's just a muscle pull with you. Yeah. I mean, it's not anything I want to go see a doctor over. But it is inconvenient. I mean, they have a steep embankment where you walk down to the Boardman River. They own like 100 acres in this like lodge type thing. And there's no way in hell I was going to walk down there tonight. No way. I mean, I think I wouldn't have been able to get back up it. No shit. Had to crawl or something. Hey, Mark, it's not that big a deal. You'll be fine. Go away, you know. I mean, everything I've tried, it hasn't got much better. I'll be fine. Like I said, I wouldn't call it pain. It's like a super stiff neck type feeling. I do have a TENS unit that I'll probably hook up when I get home. I haven't used it in a while. That's what I'll probably use on it. I should have done that earlier, but you know, when I just got back from this trip and I'm catching up on things, and you know, I just don't want to dig out that stuff and put these sticky things on my back and put them all over and then turn the damn thing on, make sure it has new batteries. You know how it is when you're like tired and a little burned out. Details, you know, if I could just flick a switch, but I don't want to be dicking around with something. Yeah, I've been everywhere. I mean, I've been in every state, all over Alaska. I am going to do some new places, though. I think what I may do this winter is fly to some places on the weekends. Let's go in for a couple days. Yeah, Blue Emu. Yeah, I've tried that before. I think Penetrex. Yeah, Penetrix. Yeah, I put it on there. It'd probably be a lot worse without it. I actually expected it to go away, but it didn't. And you know, I'm walking when I probably should be resting. Yeah, you should really, you know, there's a million places you can skydive. There's a kind of a famous place in near Ann Arbor, Michigan, Tecumseh. I used to skydive a lot. But tandem jumping's fun. You know, you can get it all recorded now with the GoPro, and you don't have to do anything. I think it's $200 or $300, something like that. It's a good experience. I think you'd really like it. Super safe too, by the way. I wouldn't recommend skateboarding without a helmet or riding a motorcycle, but I would consider skydiving safe. I saw a guy get killed skydiving one time. Hell, Michigan. Actually, I was dating my wife at the time and trying to get her to do it. We went out there, and all of a sudden we're watching. A guy comes right down through the middle of an oak tree and like hit the ground. I'm not kidding you. It sounded like a big sack of potatoes. I've really kind of lost my interest in flying. I still like watching planes, and I read about them, and I'm interested in crashes, but it's just too much bullshit now since 9/11, and it's expensive, and when you first start flying, man, it's addicting as hell. Man, there's guys that leave their wives to fly, quit good jobs, work for nothing. Flying is very addictive when you're young, but it's hard to like stoke that fire like that at this age. I think it's cool, but I don't want to go through all that bullshit. Flying safe, Amber. If you look at the statistics. How's the weather out there in Mitchell, Mary? Oh, you got drones? Yeah, that's cool. Everybody I know that has a drone, they fly the hell out of it for the first week they get it, and then they put it on a shelf and never use it again. Kind of like my metal detector. I mean, if I had a drone, I'd be going out to Niagara Falls and stuff like that. I don't think you can fly a drone in a national park. Maybe you can. There's so many restrictions on them now, as far as people and buildings and all that stuff. Unless you're out in the middle of a field in the middle of North Dakota, you got plenty to worry about. And 5 miles within an airport. What I did see a guy with, this is a long time ago, I've looked him up on eBay, is a glider. It's like you put it together, but it's not like a big deal, right? It's got like an 8-foot wingspan, and they've got high resolution 4K cameras, and you can hand launch them. I mean, they're so light and they have such a wingspan that you can just like fling them into the air on a windy day and just sit there in a lawn chair and like fly them around. I think I'd rather do that than a drone. Yeah, there's a lot of regulations with them. There really are. And once you get that view, like that up high view, I mean, every place kind of looks the same. I think it'd be cool if you could fly it over rapids or the geysers at Yellowstone, stuff like that. But just like flying one around a typical place just doesn't interest me. No, there was nothing in front of my door. Are you sure you left it in front of the right condo door? I'm wondering too if the post office guys saw it out there and put it inside, but I asked him and he said there was nothing on my porch but a box. So if it was in a box, it's probably sitting in one of the boxes in my living room, and I didn't know which one was which because I haven't even started to look through those yet. Yeah, helicopters are cool. Yeah, there's a lot. Drones are getting cheaper and cheaper and better. There was a guy that had DJ Maverick or something with an M in it at that Red Roof Inn I stayed at about a month ago, and that looked like it was pretty cool. He had like the whole setup for $1,000. Yeah, it's all guys, couple girls, yeah. I mean, I know these guys. It's a small town. I've been getting so many boxes that they don't have room to put their stuff. Plus, you know, as you probably know, the package count for post offices through the roof. They're actually getting Christmas volume all year long now because of Amazon and more shipping through COVID and whatever. So they're busy as hell all the time. Back in the day, you know, you'd worry. But now it's all year long. So because of these boxes I get sent for the girls, they run out of space and they know I'm out of town. So they ask me if they can put it in my living room. So I say, sure. Hey, Telly. Oh, BJ, I have got so many videos to upload. You're not gonna. I probably got 6 months worth of uploads, but I'm gonna dole the good stuff. You know, the interviews is what people want. Those, I think I've got them all uploaded. Like the Glacier National Park, Yellowstone. I'll slowly dole those out here and there, just so I don't drive everybody nuts. Yeah, you can't beat that flat rate box. Pam and BJ, what you think of the Native American interviews? No, I probably won't go to the D till like Friday or so. I got a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, it gets dark early. It's a clear night too. Yeah, you can get rid of 5 pounds easy. Oh, that's cool, Frank. Boy, I'll tell you, not the ones where I was at. That's nice to hear, but a prosperous one. And if you look at like the East Coast reservations, like Pequots and, you know, that kind of thing, Florida, casino money. But man, those ones out in Montana and Dakotas, no thanks. Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it got cool here last night. Weather's strange. I mean, when I was growing up, you know, we'd get a hot day here or there. I can remember going to school and you'd get an 85-degree day. But man, we had a blistering summer here. I don't care if I ever see another 90-degree day in my life. Yeah, I like this cool weather, to tell you the truth. I hope we get like the worst snow ever. Excuse me. Good night, Mark. Hey, Dolly, how you doing? Yeah, we went out to a really nice place at Cambria. It's a hotel, but excellent food, like top-notch chef. I had probably the best blue cheese wedge salad I've ever had. It's kind of expensive, like 15 bucks. Entrees are like 40 bucks. Of course, they, bend you over good for wine, but it was a good dinner. I had fun. It was worth it. No, man, the weather's just so different now. That's right, George. No, I like driving it. No, I don't. 4,300 miles in 2 weeks is a lot of driving. It does tire you out. But I felt pretty good today. I mean, it's yeah, I haven't talked to Gerald and Maddie in a while. I don't know how they're doing. Yeah, that area is dead over there. I don't know how they make it as well as they do. I really, did Poncho's open back up or not? She's sleeping right here on my leg, left leg. She had a good day today running around. Yeah, it was a really good dinner. Yeah, Maddie's a sweet girl. She really is. I mean, considering her circumstances, man, Maddie could do a lot of things. She's a real people person. Never complains. It was great, everything. It's probably one of the best dining experiences I've had. I mean, just top-notch food, uh, top-notch service, nice environment, good company. It was worth it. Looks like I'm gonna have to get some gas in Grayling, which I'm dreading. Just don't feel like getting gas. You know, I averaged about 19 miles a gallon on this thing in that trip, which is unbelievable, considering that, 80% of the time I was doing 80 miles an hour. Oh, excuse me. This area is loaded with deer. Yeah, Tassie. Is Tassie on here? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not that far from home. But I'm really dreading getting gas. I don't feel like getting out and pumping it. Yeah, there's plenty of them around here. I'll tell you, I don't really like them, to tell you the truth. At least these roads are nice. Yeah, I don't mind it usually, but I don't feel like doing it tonight.